Hey Gemini, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. General reading, take what works, leave what doesn't. We'll be doing the Oracle decks over here on YouTube, and then if that resonates with you, head on over to Vimeo for a more traditional tarot spread. Feel free to check your other major placements if you want. Let's see here. So let's just start with these Oracle decks. All right, what do we have for Gemini coming up here? Okay. All right, starting with the one that came out. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. You may not know, the new moon always means to me that we don't necessarily know where we're going. We don't have all of the information. You may be feeling that luck has not been on your side. You may be feeling like something rather unlucky has happened, but this is for your benefit. It actually is, luck is on your side. Seems like something is for you, something is coming towards you, and it's for your benefit, whether you feel that or not. Obviously, these Sagittarius cards always remind me of the Kurt Vonnegut quote, we know so little about life, we don't know what the good news is and what the bad news is. So something is actually working out to be lucky. And there could be something random about this too. Something random. Maybe you don't feel like you specifically earned something, but it's coming towards you anyway. And it's good. You're going to like it. But it's not something that you like worked hard for or earned. It's just a kind of a lucky moment, kind of a stroke of good luck. And as I see luck, we often make little changes in our lives or do little things that can have really big ramifications. There can be a lot going on sort of behind the scenes in the sort of secret inner workings of life. So it's not necessarily that you didn't deserve it. It's not necessarily random, but it might feel that way to you. Adjustments are required, but hold your vision. The end of a tough cycle approaches and a new start is coming. Okay, so end of a tough cycle approaches. This is really interesting because this is the full moon in Capricorn. And this often to me is about work that you have put in. So why something would feel randomly lucky, I don't know. But this is about work that you have put in. And it's a full moon. So we have a completion of something. We have something coming to sort of, yeah, it's the end of a difficult thing and it approaches. So there's a little bit of passivity here. You're still being asked to make some changes, but this can bring about, I think, the end of a difficult cycle. Again, like that luck thing, maybe making some small changes can have really big ramifications in this situation. So something that's been difficult that you've worked really hard through, that's maybe a little more concrete, maybe not necessarily emotional work, but something that's taken a lot of effort on your part, that part is coming to an end. So the difficulty that you've been facing is coming to an end. You do have some adjustments here. We have a third quarter moon. So there's a little bit more to go. There's something else. I like how these are like, together we're going to make the full moon here. You have a new moon, a full moon, and then these two half moons. So adjustments required. So you still have a little bit of work to do, a little bit of tweaking. You may need to adjust your attitude, adjust your expectations, adjust. Yeah, right. Because we have you going through something very difficult and then experiencing this stroke of good luck. So there's some sort of adjustment that you need to make, I think, to end the cycle and begin. And then you do have a new start coming, and it's going to be for your benefit. It's going to be, right, we have the new moon, and then we have the new moon in Sagittarius. So we have a new start that's actually quite fortuitous. And this can be a bit of a bigger start. There's something brand new, not necessarily. This can often be, like we can often be talking about cycles, but this card in particular is talking about just very new, something very new coming in here. Maybe even completely brand new and unexpected. And it's for your benefit, but you've been through a lot and you've had to work through a lot. And then we have this adjustments required, you got to make some little tweaks, I feel like this is, and we already hit that a little bit on the new moon in Sagittarius, is we've got some little tweaks in how we do things, how we approach things, how we view things, maybe even how we view ourselves, how we view our worth. I'm just getting that from the Sagittarius card, and value. And then we have hold your vision. So there is something that you want, and this is saying that it's going to take, it is going to take work. I want to say that this mountain goat here is climbing up this mountain here. And so we're still going to maintain our goal of getting to the top of the mountain. We may need to take some breaks for altitude sickness or to drink some water, but we are going to get there, okay? But you do need to remain focused on what it is that you want to do, not getting distracted, not giving up. This is definitely, there's nothing here that you're giving up, nothing here that you're quitting. You just need to maybe adjust how you're approaching a situation, and adjust your expectations too for how long and how much work and effort that situation is going to require. This is saying, like, don't give up, make some adjustments, and things will come in a lot easier for you. But I love the clarity of that don't give up, that hold your vision, fixed moon, to me is very clear. Like, there's a rocky road ahead, or some difficulty, a lot of work and a lot of effort. Some sort of difficult situation is going to finish up, be over, but you are going to have to put some effort into that. And then it gives way to this really beautiful look. Okay, so I feel like, Gemini, we're in some sort of time loop here where you keep getting the same messages. We have Night Ride. So I believe we've seen this before. So again, this is hold your vision, tough cycle. I think one thing that we're getting from this card is an acknowledgement that where you're at is not easy, is not simple, and is not straightforward. It's not easy. With this card too, more work required. Night Ride. We have sort of this confusing, dark situation in which maybe we don't even know where we're going or how we're going to get there. There's a sense of protection all around. There's also a sense of a team going through this together. The owl provides the night vision. The elephant provides the ride, because this owl can't fly because they're being very protective of this other younger owl here. So there's a sense, though, that they're protecting them. This is helping them. They're helping with this. There's just this like team together. And then these lights here are meant to represent sort of some spiritual guidance as well. So we're not getting, again, a month later, the clarity and the sunny day and everything's clear, everything makes sense. We know exactly where we're going, and we know exactly how we get there. We're not at that point at all. And it might be very fortunate. The luck might actually be signifying that you do have a lot of support and you do have a team here. So what you can't see or what you can't accomplish, someone else is working as well. So there's this lack of clarity, but this again is not giving up. We're not just like, it's the night ride. There's not really a lot of clarity here. And it is difficult. So we're having a tough cycle. We're having to hold our vision, even though we may not even be fully aware. I want to say, like, holding a vision of, I want to say that's more of a holding an intention, because with this night ride, we can't necessarily, this is a lot of like the Hermit card a little bit. We can't really see the whole vista of where we're going. We're going to keep going, which we also got with Hold Your Vision. We're going to keep going, even though it's difficult, dark, maybe a bit confusing, but there is assistance and there is help, and we are going through this with something or someone else. Then we have the journey. I like it because we have the night ride and we have the journey. And both of these have support and companionship and support on this journey, this dark, confusing journey. So the journey here is about companionship, is about mutual support. This is referencing the moment of meeting, or someone that, or something, maybe even a passion that's been in your life for a long time or will be in your life for a long time. So it's either remembering that. This usually talks about something fairly new here. There's a moment of recognition. And then the journey has a companion card called My Dear Friend that comes in way later in the deck. And these two have sort of grown up together and have grown similar together, maybe not every step of the way together in the real physical world, but there was a recognition early on that this was meant for you, as a companion, or as the journey that you're on. So this is the beginning of the journey. This references, there's recognition, there's, I think, some celebration too of a kindredness, and the possibility for longevity here. So again, we're getting not anything about quitting this. You're holding your vision. This could be a relationship that's just beginning, but there's a lot of confusion about it. And then we have this new start here, right? We have this, both of these are a new start, new sort of relationship or a new connection, a new kindred spirit, something that has the potential for the long haul, but it's all very confusing, and adjustments are required. But this is something to stick with. So you're being asked to stick with something, and hopefully you're getting a clear message on what that something is. It would be possibly a very confusing thing or something that's been really difficult. It has this long-term longevity to it, though. All right, 2 crows popping out here. This is fascinating. Okay, we're getting memory here and gifts. And sometimes this comes off to me as like a gift. I had like a doll that had this dress, and this was called her party dress when I was little. This was her like birthday dress. And then this always looks like a gift that's been given to the birthday girl, the guest of honor or whatever. A gift, a very special gift, and there's an immediate recognition that this is mine. And I can't tell whether she's tying a bow, on it, or unwrapping it, and the wrapping then becomes part of the unwrapping of the gift becomes part of the relationship. How it unfolds and how it's revealed becomes an integral part, for at least a time, of how the connection develops. Like there's still the wrapping on here. So this is very new. And there's a sense of not letting go, which we have with the Hold Your Vision card. So she's holding on to this deer. The connections will become more intuitive, or the relationship will become stronger, despite whatever ups and downs. It's like when you move and if you have an indoor-outdoor cat, and you keep the cat inside for a while and sort of contain it for a bit until it realizes this is its new home, and then you slowly kind of let it roam a little bit because and make sure it comes back and that kind of thing. So this is still in some sort of like unwrapping phase of a relationship, or a connection, or something that you're just learning about, and there might be a little bit of clinginess. I'm getting sort of 4 of coins here, because there's not a lot of trust that this thing is yours. So there is a recognition that it's yours, but there's also not a full release into the wild yet. Then we have memory. So this could, for some of you, be a memory of meeting someone or something, remembering how deep that connection was. But this is also this memory. These crows remember, who's treated them well, who's treated them poorly, where they've found food. So there's some sort of memory here that's very much sticking out in your mind. Sometimes this comes in to me as like a PTSD card, or a triggers or something of memories from the past of things that have happened. Sometimes when people begin relationships, they can remember how badly they were hurt in a last relationship and then react to that rather than reacting to the new thing. So somehow in here, memory is part of this. Some sort of memory of, like, maybe things are confusing now, but at one point they were very clear, and there's a sense of needing to tap into that. What was clear at the beginning or something like that, like holding your vision. And I feel like you remember what the vision is. Like the vision is someplace back here in your memory. And like holding on to a memory, or holding on to, like, there is this sense of holding on to something, holding your vision, holding on to this connection or to this activity, and maybe remembering what the beginning was like. And then we have gifts. So that's what's reminding me of this right here, is these gifts. This gift that's been given to you. This gift of either a person. Again, the sort of sense of worthiness is coming in with this gift, like feeling worthy of a gift. It just looks really cool. Like there's this beautiful gift of either some kind of connection or some kind of connection to something that really resonates with you. It typically is a relationship card, a companionship card. And then these gifts and luck being on your side, a new start coming. So we have these like more difficult energies, holding your vision through this night ride. You're on some kind of journey here. It's a little bit dark, but there are these really beautiful things coming in. And memory is affecting how you're able to, I think, receive a gift. Right? Gifts are freely given. There's just so much companionship and connection with this night ride and the journey. There's just clearly some kind of trip or journey or hike that you're on with somebody else, and it's gotten a little difficult or a little bit unclear. And you're being asked to remember something. Remember a gift, maybe. And this new moon, I was thinking, is a full new start, but with everything else here, with this memory, with this journey, this beginning, it kind of seems like maybe a new start with a journey you're already on. It's like you've rested, you've had your water, and you're ready to head back up, out hiking again. But there is an adjustment here, and maybe that has to do with the memory. But it is difficult. This journey is not easy, right? Because we got the night ride. All right, Gemini, if that resonated with you, and if you so choose, join me over on Vimeo. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in a while.